exactly. Okay, next we're going to go to the personal topic. Just struggle versus low. You didn't hear me earlier. I said topic. I love talking about stuff like this. I love reading up on stuff like this. Why is it all kind of stuff? The first thing first I want to say about the personal struggle by yourself versus yourself is that, or your worst enemy, or that is like the greatest thing. Pay attention to those words. You can either be, you, not nobody else. You can either be your. I just want everybody to stop right now and think for a second. Are you your own enemy, or are you your number one fan? Do you encourage yourself? Do you yourself? That's what fans. Or are you an enemy? Do you talk down to yourself? Do you make yourself feel bad? Do you hold on to your past and not forgive done in the past? Then you have to let go of the past. You know that it helps, but I'm saying on a daily, what are the thoughts that's going through your to say about this topic, that it is a daily struggle. All right, this stuff, once you get to a higher, okay, trust me, I'm the owner of Spartan University. It's a day. You will not become a higher evolved human being and just stay there. I mean, of course, there have been the Jesus and different things that we all praise that it was able to do it. But what I'm saying to people like me, own sin, that have experience, that has things that in our memory, then you're gonna fight daily. All right. One of my two favorite books that has helped me was T.D. Jakes' Let It Go and Joyce Meyer, Battlefield of the Mind. You don't have to be a religious person to read it. Should if you knowledge, if you acquire some type of knowledge to know that you can be better. Until you open up your mind and see that, then it's probably not going to happen. Continue to create hell on earth for yourself. You can either create heaven on earth or hell on earth with your thoughts, depending on your thought. And that's what we're going to get into next. Tune in. We're going to get to once again, I am live on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, and YouTube. So any one of those platforms will be great. I'm going to start off with high vibration thoughts. All right. Now, I know it's kind of intimidating for a lot of people hearing this high vibration thoughts from a girl that got her cleavage out with hair looking crazy, but you should not judge the person's thought process or their thought capability by how they look, first of all. Okay, I just want to say that, because you don't know. A person can look completely tore up from the floor up and might have the most knowledge that you will ever run across, ever. So don't judge a book by its cover. But we're going to get to the thought processes, high vibration thoughts. All right. Hey, what's going on, Mike Leasy? Thank you for tuning in, broski. So the high vibration thoughts, you just think, okay, let's sit down and think. The high vibration thoughts are things that make you feel kind of like you have a natural high. You hear people that say, make a drink, but I feel like I'm high, man. I feel good. You know, that's because they're having high vibration thoughts at that time. And high vibration thoughts are things that you think of that makes you feel good. It makes you feel better. It makes your mood change. It feels good. It's energy. And just to be clear, energy cannot be destroyed. it can only be misused. So you can try to do whatever you want to do. You can try to read the Bible all day. You can try to memorize scriptures. You can try to do whatever you want to do. Energy cannot be it cannot be destroyed, only misused. So with that being said, your high vibration thoughts, you want to think of things like positive affirmations. Okay, you can look it up, you can Google them, or you can YouTube them. Positive affirmations, you want that. And those things are like, I am smart, I'm beautiful. There was a movie that said that in the movie, and I thought that was such a beautiful thing, because we should all tell ourselves that every day in the mirror, or just in our minds, because it's important that we have self-affirmations, because this world can be a cruel world and it can bring us down, So that's the high vibration thoughts is what makes you feel good. Okay, it makes you feel empowered. The high vibration thoughts empower you. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple of comments and then we're gonna go to the low vibration thoughts. Once again, please feel free to comment any questions or concerns or any future topics that you guys would like to talk about. Mike Leasy, hey J Money, thank you for tuning in. Make sure I didn't miss nobody else this week, and I need all the good vibes so I can get to this lesson. Okay, broski, got you, you got it. Just believe it. Whatever you believe, you can receive and achieve. So you got it, and I will definitely keep you in prayer. Yep, that is true, Mike Leasy. You sure can. He said you can have positive or negative energy just like the batteries. Very true. And you got to use it wisely. Otherwise, you can fuse or something if you're not smart with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how serious it is. So low vibration thoughts. We're going to get to that next, okay? Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. We're on 4 different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, and YouTube. And we're going to go next to the lower vibration thoughts. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment or send a direct message. Okay, so lower vibration thoughts. Those thoughts are the thoughts that keep you down. That's what causes depression. That's, in some cases, that's what kind of brings upon bipolar disorders. If you dwell on those thoughts too long, it can even lead to suicide, unfortunately. And those thoughts are disempowering thoughts. They will use that negative energy like the battery, Mike Leasy, like it's no more energy left. It's so disempowering that it'll drain you, and anything left to give at that point. Now, having lower vibration thoughts don't mean that it's the end of the world for you, all right? It just means that you're at a place now to where you can recognize what it is, and you can overcome that and become a high vibration. Because it's just the opposite. All you're doing in life is evolving. You're just here creating, experiencing, loving, and living. You're not here to do anything else. Nothing else. This extra stuff, we just do that just because we want to do it. That's what we think life is. But and all that extra stuff, we just cause the stress upon ourselves. Life is cause and effect. All right. You go out there with the wolves, what you think gonna happen? You think you're gonna come back in happiness and bliss? No, you was just out there with the wolves. You went to a dangerous spot. So it's got to be smart. When you're having the lower thoughts, you just got to be smart with those thoughts. And hey, I'm gonna come out of this. My thoughts are tripping. I'm tripping right now in my mind, but I'm gonna shake back. That's the way you got to think when you're having those lower vibration thoughts. Don't stay stuck in it. So many people stay stuck in it, and some people don't like to talk about it. They just rather like brush it off or try to avoid talking about it because they just rather live the fantasy that everything is okay. That is not good. That's very dangerous, very dangerous. And you have to talk. You have to let people know what's on your mind so that people can help. Because it's dangerous to live and stay in low vibration. It's very dangerous. That's how hell on earth is created, through lower vibration thoughts. Real talk, y'all. I'm coming to Instagram. I'm gonna check Facebook comments real quick first, okay? Carl, knowing yourself and embracing who you are the first steps. Yes, very true, Carl. Happiness is, he says, knowing yourself and embracing who you are the first steps, because happiness is within oneself. And that is very true. YouTube, I'm coming to the mic because y'all need to hear this. That is very true. Loving yourself and knowing that happiness is from within is the very most important thing. One of the very most important things. Like if you don't learn anything else, learn that so that you can be self-empowered, so that you can hold on to what you have inside versus draining others and reaching out from outside sources to empower you. You can do it within yourself. You have the power. We all have the power. Okay, Mike Leasy, I'm coming Instagram. I see you. I am proud of you for doing your own recording, everything. I told you when I met you were going to be a force to be reckoned with. Yes, you sure did, Mike Leasy. And I'll never forget the night I met you. You are an awesome person. And I thank you so much for that talk. We had an awesome talk while we was eating our hot wings. This with Spartan University, my own studio and all that, but you know, redirecting you when you don't know where to go. I had no clue. I thought I was still gonna be working as a nurse full time, doing my time, working when I can, and I'm following to the future so they know how we are all creators. I'm gonna come back Facebook because Instagram had a comment, a few comments actually that I have been what put fire upon the mic. You must be put fire upon the mic. From Turkey. Oh wow, okay, well thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate that. I got followers in Turkey now, as well as India and Ghana. All right, Black Money, I see you. You say okay. Thrash Goon, would you like your third eye to be open? All right, so Third Goon from Instagram just I don't know. Is that a trick question? That's a good question right now. I kind of, but then I don't. So I just got to figure it out within myself to know if that's something that I would want to happen. All right. For some of you that don't know, the third eye is right here in the middle of your head, and just look it up. Okay. It's serious and it's real, but you gotta be real careful with stuff like that. Okay. Because right, you still want to be able to operate as a human being. We do have powers, don't get me wrong, but you still want to be able to also keep your sanity at the same time, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go back to Facebook and the next topic under this topic. It's also our chemicals they put in foods as well. Sometimes get negative ones out your circle. Live, pray, reflect, repeat, and always think highly of yourself. Just to thank God for all our blessings and be appreciative of what we have and will have. That is very true, Mike. Being grateful. You know, long story short, what he said is it's all about being grateful. You have to be appreciative. And think good thoughts. Thank you, Chilla Williams. Next, we'll read about the animated cartoons where they'll have the little angel on one shoulder and the little devil on the other shoulder. You ever saw the cartoons with that? Where they would have those little on the shoulder? Well, anyways, I like to use that animation when I'm talking about this because it's very true. Their art is like that. It's like the little angel is the high vibration thoughts, and it's like the little devil is the lower vibration thoughts. And you have to be careful which one you're listening to, because the moment you go to the lower vibration thoughts, you're draining yourself lower to a lower vibration And in that case, that's the negative stuff. That's the stuff, you know, and that all of that is cause and effect, okay? So it can bring on some negative things from what you chose to do. And it's all about being careful when you have that angel. To be clean, okay? First of all, let's not still make mistakes daily. Not daily. I'm getting better, but I still make mistakes, all right? And it's still, that's what I wanted to say. And you have to realize what's empowering and what's disempowering, all right? If you have empowering thoughts, good, go with it. But if you have thoughts that can disempower you, thank you for the love, Instagram, I see y'all. If you're having disempowered thoughts, you might cut it. You might have to lives in order to make sure you're in the right path. Sometimes you have to do that. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say lastly about this subject: struggles of higher self versus lower self. And then I'm gonna come and check out your comments again. This is how to save you from yourself. All right, there's multiple ways to save you from yourself. Multiple ways. And when I say save you from yourself, because every day, like I said, it's a battle from higher self versus lower self. It's a battle. And you go to higher self, you saved. See, religion they make it sound so much difficult than what it is. And when you go to lower self, you're kind of still living in the flesh, living in sin, as religion would say, whenever you go to lower self. But this is how you save you from yourself, all right? Believe in whatever you believe in it. I'm not saying don't believe in Jesus Christ. I'm not saying none of that. Don't get it twisted. I love Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian, full-blown Christian, but I'm not fixing to force my religion on y'all. Whatever y'all believe in it. Because it's all pretty much similar in a certain way. It's just that religion kind of twisted it up and got us feeling like we separate, but we all one. But anyways, that's a whole nother topic. So while you over here struggling, what you want to do is you want to pick that higher thought. Always. Whatever you got to do. You might cry after you pick the higher thought because you might have to stay broke a little bit longer. But pick that higher thought, because after you pick that higher thought, you're going to keep rising and rising and rising. And your blessings are going to come. They might not be there immediately, but they're going to come. That moment you pick lower self, aka sin, aka flesh, aka greed, aka envy, aka all the bad things, you're just going to keep going lower and lower and lower into sin. Next thing you know, depression. Next thing you know, suicidal thoughts. Next thing you know, who knows what can happen. Okay, let's just say do not choose lower self. Just save you from you and pick the higher thoughts. Pick the higher vibrational thoughts. I want to say about this, but I'm going to go ahead on and read some topics. Thank you, Instagram, for the love, and Facebook. I see the hearts. Periscope and YouTube, thank y'all for tuning in and staying with your girl the whole time. I'm not going to keep y'all much longer, I promise. J Money. And once he deems that it is time, he will fill you with the high vibration thoughts. It may not come when you want it, but it will be right on time. Then you will be able to see, we're able to help someone else who is dealing with them low vibrations. Exactly, J Money. That is exactly. And that's similar to what I just said. You know, you're gonna fight. It's gonna be a daily fight. You won't ever all the way get to where you're trying to go and not have a low thought come to your head, come to your thought process. It's gonna happen. All right. But you have to fight within yourself, within your own mind. Joyce Meyer book, Battlefield of the Mind. That's what it is. It's a battlefield of the mind. And you have to fight on a daily basis to not be taken down by the sinful thoughts, lower vibrational thoughts. You can save yourself from yourself. Just be grateful wherever you at in life. It don't matter. It don't matter what you the case things that you have, and you will acquire more. Be ungrateful, and even the things that you have will be taken away from you. All right. So you before you and they lost you. Why do you think they lost you? Because there is good life. If you're grateful for a child, you're ungrateful for your food, whatever the case may be, you will not get more of that. And even that you have, the little bit that you have might be taken away from you. So just be grateful. The second thing I want to say about how to save you from yourself is to be aware of yourself. Self is very important, y'all. And I like to say this. Think about what you're thinking about. Okay. When I first found out about the law, I don't know if y'all heard of it, The Secret, whatever. If not, look it up. When I first heard about it, I was like, man, this sounds so familiar. Like, I always knew that I needed to be thinking about what I was thinking about, but I didn't have an explanation as to why I needed to think about it. And I would be going to work, you know what I'm saying, on my way to work as a nurse, praying, you know, God, please mold me, make me, create me into the woman that you want for me to be. Get rid of those attributes and give to me what you would like for me to have or be, you know. So saying a selfless prayer like that, even in the midst of being a sinner, in the midst of having all that, you know, the higher power can deliver you and that this is what you need to do. This is how you're going to work on you. This is how you're going to become a better person. How, you know, that's all ideas given to you in your mind. You're not just going to, you know, go watch it on TV, go to church and hit it. No, that the truth is already gotta listen. Gotta get calls off every now. Drive yourself sometimes. I'm about how to save you from yourself, which is still under the topic struggles of higher self versus lower self. And it's the last thing I'm gonna say. When you don't know what to do, when all else fails, what way to go, what to choose, what to say, how to feel, what to do next, what you want to do is choose the positive. Choose the positive thing to do. Because sometimes our mind can tell us to do one or two things. Sometimes the negative thought is louder than the positive thought. So you got to get real quiet and you got to get like, not hum, or whatever. You don't even have to quiet and listen. And your positive thought will get louder. It's going to tell you, your soul is going to speak to you. God's going to speak to you. You just got to get quiet enough to hear that positive. Always, when all else fails, choose the positive. You're going to deal with some people that's going to make you think that they positive. They're going to make you think that they choosing positive, that they want positive. But a person's words don't mean nothing. You judge a man by his character, aka his heart. All right, and you go off of that, and that's how you live your life. You don't go off of words. We as Spartans don't go off of words. All right, because we are all vulnerable as well to fall to lower self daily. So we cannot surround ourselves with people that can potentially take us back to that lower self, because we know what we trying to come out of. We all trying to make it to heaven. And I'm not talking about afterlife. I'm talking about right now on earth with the riches and the glory right now. You know, he say, as it is in heaven, so it is on earth. So why we can't have it now? If this is God's land, if this is my father's property, and we are all heirs, HEIRS, why we can't have it now? Heaven on earth. We all want that. And we have to protect our vibrations to get it. Always. No matter what. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Each and every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time Zone, right here with your girl Mandy Savage, the rap prophetess of Spartan University. I enjoyed myself as I do every Tuesday, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for the interaction, Facebook and Instagram and Periscope and YouTube. I appreciate y'all very much. And I will see y'all next Tuesday. If y'all have any topics, please feel free to comment or send a direct message or email them to spartanupentertainment@yahoo.com or text to 424-281-7998. Deuces. Uh-huh. All right.